Hi, it's the Bella DeVera Foundation. From belladevera.wordpress.com. I wanted to make a video about unconditional love. So, in childhood, growing up, your parents or whoever around you, most likely, not everyone on this planet does this on purpose, but a lot of people either do it on purpose or don't know they're doing this. They they put conditions on each other, so they have this back and forth. You'll do this, so I'll give you love, so you get love from me, kind of a thing. And that really hurts people. It is how people have grown up into the people that we all are, hurt and and not knowing how to give unconditional love, and thinking that unconditional love, I see this so much. People really screw this over. They turn unconditional love into conditional and abuse, and they get so used to conditional love being the proper love that it's ridiculous. It's like they've turned, like, calling each other bitch is what people do sometimes. They think it's not because some people really are trying to do it on purpose. It's how they've been raised, what they've been given. They've been given conditional love so much that they think that's the proper love. And then whenever they get unconditional love, they turn that into that you're my bitch, if that's what it is. But unconditional love is when, I hope you can hear me. I meant to use this before. So unconditional love is when you take the person as yourself, as one with you. You care about their needs, their whatever else is, them as a whole person. You take them, you accept them as a whole person, hurt and happy and mad and sad and, you know, all of the things about them. You take that as one being with you. You care about them, what they need, whatever they're feeling, You don't put conditions on them. You give them your unconditional love without them doing anything to get the love from you. That's proper, healthy love. It's not proper to put conditions on each other. You take care of your unconditional love towards me, and I take care of mine towards you. You don't put conditions on the other person and say, okay, I said hi to you, say hi back, or I give you a hug, give me a hug back. You don't put that condition on them. You let it up to them to give you love. You don't tell them what to do. And the thing is, once you stop giving conditional love, that's when you stop being someone's bitch. If you're getting or giving or conditional love, that's when someone's being a bitch to someone else. The nasty word people say whenever they are saying that they're using someone. Unconditional love is not using anyone. It's the most healthiest, proper love there is. It's the only kind of love that's healthy. Whenever you are giving someone your unconditional love, you automatically are in the space of not being able to be anyone's bitch. Whenever you're giving conditional love, that's when you're the bitch. And you're doing it to yourself, though. You don't need to say the other person owns you or uses you about you doing the conditional things. That's you doing that to yourself. That's you deciding that. You need to own your own decisions, not put that on other people. They own theirs. You don't own someone else's decisions for them, you need to people so many times they want to find fault in someone else and blame someone else because we're mirrors for each other. That's why. Because law of attraction, it gets you around people that are mirrors for you that you're mirrors for, and then we want to blame someone else. We don't want to take responsibility for ourselves. Whenever I'm deciding to give you unconditional love, that automatically means that I cannot be your bitch. That that takes away that automatically. There is no way to be anyone's bitch if you are giving unconditional love. And so many people turn that into what it's not. They do the thing where the conditional is the unconditional, Somehow, I don't know, people have gotten so used to abuse and neglect from parents and growing up that they think that unconditional love somehow is using people, and it isn't. So we have to be honest with ourselves about what really is and isn't about this subject. And whenever you belong with people, you have to find the similarities between you, Whenever you belong with someone, you don't put conditions on them, not that you're going to do this perfectly ever. But if someone's saying, "Okay, you're going to do this for me," like parents and children, they make the children into like scapegoats or golden children, where they get rid of part of their personality for them. So they belong with them, which isn't true belonging. It's just this thing that somehow from the parents' childhood growing up, they were taught that somehow. And it just, there's always a root of it. So, or the parentified child, where they're the ones taking care of the family, and there's these conditions put on the children, and then they grow up believing that that's healthy love when it's not. And it's sad that people do that to each other. It's not healthy. Healthy love is when you do not put conditions on someone. You don't never say, I'm gonna do this for you, but you have to do something for me." You don't never say that to someone and saying you're giving them unconditional love. And in astrology, the 12th house is unconditional. The empath house is the, you know, Pisces house. It's everyone has the 12th house in their birth chart, and tons of people have Pisces in their birth chart somewhere. Even if you don't, you must certainly have the 12th house and know how to give unconditional love, or can learn how to, or and can do that for people. But that's what it is in astrology. It's the, giving house. It's the, I'll just care about what your needs are without you doing anything for me, That's the proper kind of love. Um in order for it to be unconditional love, and it has a positive way, like focusing on them as a person, loving them, not picking at them and saying you have faults, accepting everything about them as being okay, and not saying that they have mistakes or flaws or anything, just accepting all of them as a person, allowing them to be a person, like, good and bad, be acceptable, not saying it's bad, just accepting everything about a person, them, and focus in a, like, um and Furthermore, I wanted to add to this, you know, you can presently do that, but I'd like if you want to show love to someone, you them somehow. I I I know that you and everything, and you can do that there and everything. I'd like you to think about if you are I'd like you to think about the fact that unconditional love isn't, just saying hi and passing and then, going on your merry way. That's not unconditional love. That was saying hello and then, going about your day. Unconditional love is you have a you can do this in a formal way, like at your work or whatever, but it like this about the word friend. I'd like you to consider this and care about this, that if you want to give someone unconditional love, you want a connection with them, don't you? I mean, you should. Most likely, it's about being friends with people. It's about, interacting with, putting up walls between you and conditions. Work is a condition. So it needs to not be about just work, I'd like you to really consider that and care about people that you want to give unconditional love to, not, putting conditions on the unconditional love, like, okay, it has to be at this moment or that moment, work or wherever else, because that's not unconditional, obviously. So it's just something to think about. Um, because you can throw that term out there lightly, and then by the end of the day, it might not even mean anything to you the way you're living. You know, you need to care about what it actually should mean. It should mean that you want a connection with people. It should mean that you want to be friends with someone. Um, it's not something to take lightly. It's something to really consider, that really matters in a serious way. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and feel free to leave comments, and I'll be making more videos about such topics soon.